let's see.
Good time, not a long time.
Yeah. So, I feel you. You know what? I'm going to go to Gail because she was nice. Gail says here, and I know for a fact you're a pioneer in that two of your earliest and best-known works are science fiction action films that star women, which is true. I hadn't thought about it. Both Terminator and Aliens. How difficult was it back in the 80s to have a female lead in such a traditionally male-dominated genre, and how have things changed in 2008?
Well, you know, we did call it the Terminator, so it says tack. It was really starring a woman, but people don't read scripts, so they thought it wasn't. And that was a key to getting Sarah Connor, you know, made. But it was very difficult. It was difficult because it was the first film. Jim had directed Piranha 2: The Spawning, which was about piranha that live in salt water and fly. But when Arnold Schwarzenegger decided to play the Terminator, he just finished Conan, so people thought that was great. The problem was that they kept saying, we really don't want to make this down and dirty exploitation film. And I said, what's wrong? Down and dirty exploitation sounds good to me. And then the second film, Aliens, luckily the first film, Alien, had been a big hit. And if you wanted to make a continuation of the film, the only survivor was Ellen Ripley. So it was a foregone conclusion that it would star Sigourney Weaver.
She was the big role model, actually. Yeah. You lost.
But now, you know, it's still difficult. It's still difficult getting a movie made in the action sci-fi genre that stars a woman. I did a film called Eon Flux, which I'm still very proud of. And I have to tell you, I think Charlize Theron kicks ass. She certainly could kick the stuntmen around the set. And one of my next films is going to be The Magdalena, so I certainly hope that things have changed.
And what is Magdalena exactly? You want to pimp it a little bit?
Magdalena is a Top Cow comic. It's about a woman, Patience, who descends from the warrior line that started with Mary Magdalene.
Nice.
And she gets to save the world. And heaven knows we need saving.
Religious people love it when you talk about their faith. I know that for a fact. Let me ask you this. When, as a producer who is also a woman, do you lean more towards female-driven material, or are you just like, look, whatever's going to fucking work, or this story where you're like, is there a part of you, which part of you wins out, the producer part or the chick part?
I'm pretty, I think I'm schizophrenic. I go from Punisher Warzone, which you have to say is not exactly a feminine, frilly movie. Of course, I don't think any of my movies are feminine and frilly.
Right.
But you know, if they're great characters, an interesting world and a wonderful story, I'm, you know, gender blind. Although I think Ray Stevenson is really hot.
I love that dude on Rome, man. Yeah, he was awesome on Rome. And when you guys announced that casting, I was like, this fucking genius. Why didn't they do that the first time? Were you on the other Punisher?
Yes.
What fucking happened there?
How long do you have?
Did you guys, for Warzone, is it teeing off of that one, or is this a kind of restart?
It's the Max series.
So
this is really violent.
Do you do his origin as the real origin, or the one?
It's the real origin.
So it goes back to
it takes place in New York. It's at night. You know, he's out for vengeance, not just to protect the innocent.
Right on. First scene, he kills Thomas Jane, you think?